and Roc Nation. Like we get our talking points every day from Roc Nation.
I feel like I told somebody recently, if you want to get Jay-Z and y'all got him, I'm down.
Oh man, listen to this. Somebody is definitely lining up shots at Jay-Z. And hold up, we really need to figure out who's behind it, you guys. These days, when people hear Roc Nation, they don't just think powerhouse label, they think controversy, whispers, and the darkest accusations in the industry. They're talking about grimy moves towards artists and alleged shady dealings happening way off camera. And since Jay-Z runs Roc Nation, a lot of folks have decided they're not rocking with him at all right now. So every tiny headline with his name attached, it explodes. For some people, it gets so personal, you think Hav did something directly to them or their family. After the world watched Diddy get jammed up and locked away over those freak-off allegations, all eyes instantly shifted. You won't believe this. The spotlight swung straight to Jay-Z. Plenty of critics started saying, bro, your turn is coming. Ain't no way you this powerful without skeletons. That's exactly why when Jay-Z's name reportedly surfaced on an Epstein Files FBI intake form, folks online screamed, gotcha! They were like, this is it. Now we press the gas and finally push Jay up out of here. But here's the play. You can't take down somebody that big solo. You need amplification. You need heavy hitters with platforms so loud that when they talk, the timeline freezes. And one of the loudest voices driving that narrative right now? DJ Akademiks. Ak has been firing shots at Joe Budden and Charlamagne the God for ducking any real smoke when it comes to Jay-Z and his legal chatter. He's basically accusing them of sidestepping the topic instead of keeping that same energy. Now, if you're not tapped into my Patreon, go ahead and fix that, because just yesterday, I broke down how Akademiks is not easing up on Joe Budden or Charlamagne at all. He wants them to step out and flat out admit they move differently when it comes to Jay-Z.
With you, because I'm not perfect. You know, when it comes to hip-hop stuff, I've gotten mad at other people for this. Even when I talk about Jay-Z, I don't care if like Charlamagne loves Jay-Z. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if Joe feels like, oh, Hov is my guy. I don't give a fuck. My thing is, I hate when people have obvious biases and they act like it's not obvious that they could do a narrative. Because once you tell me that that's your guy, like put it like this, like respectfully, right? Some people are my guys. Charlamagne does business with motherfucking Roc Nation and Jay-Z. Like, no, not Jay-Z. I mean, Joe is like kind of interconnected through, I don't know what. They're not going to call him out. You can't go to those guys for the conversation. It's the reason why when the whole thing with Jay-Z and whatever, and everyone, all these media niggas want to say, oh, no, y'all are stupid for believing.
That full breakdown? Yeah, it's sitting over on Patreon. So once again, don't play with it. Go hit subscribe. The link's right down below. Now listen, Charlamagne the God has responded to this more than a few times. He keeps doubling down and saying, all you folks who already don't like Jay-Z, especially you Drake stans, y'all are forcing this ugly narrative for no reason. And he didn't stop there, because Charlamagne also threw this out. Some of y'all aren't even organic with it. You're allegedly getting backed by bigger companies to keep pushing these anti-Jay-Z storylines.
This shit is gonna come out and you're going to see who is behind so much of this stuff.
What does that mean?
You'll see. You'll see who's getting paid. You'll see who's paying them. You'll see. All of this shit gonna come out sooner than later.
What does that mean?
Hey,
you gotta give more than that.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I don't never gotta give more than that. I give more than that when more of that comes out to give. Okay? Because more of that always comes all I do is just give you the warnings, like boom, watch. And then everybody gonna be sitting back like, oh shit. All of this shit is really targeted all the time.
Are you saying that there might be a system that exists not only within hip hop, but within all forms of media where certain accounts collaborate and target other people by the use of bots and misinformation?
And the crazy thing is, it's not even, I said hip hop, but it's not even just about hip hop anymore, because hip hop has so much influence. A lot of it is politically driven. Right? A lot of it is who people think, a lot of it is who people think is on what side, right? And based on what side you're on, you will get targeted by certain individuals to hurt your influence. You'll see. Just remember I said it. You'll see. You'll see. You'll see. But that's the crazy thing about stories like this, because everything isn't the same. Like the Epstein files are totally different than somebody calling a goddamn FBI hotline, leaving a fucking anonymous tip. And that's what I said. Those things are clearly distinctive if you choose to go motherfucking read past the headline.
Now hold up. Just last week on Twitter, things got messy real quick. Funny enough, a few content creators were exposed for allegedly being partnered up with Kalshi. Kalshi, for those who don't know, is a prediction market company trying to plant its flag in the hip-hop space. And listen to this, the play is simple. They'll cut a check to your favorite blogger, your go-to YouTuber, even that loud Twitter personality, just to spark engagement and subtly steer certain narratives. Now here's where it gets wild. DJ Akademiks himself has openly confirmed that this kind of thing is happening.
Campaigns work. I know one was being done on Cardi. During Cardi's last tour, there was people paying to shit on Cardi. They were trying to have me post at Cardi's Complex Con when him and The Weeknd popped up and they did Timeless and previewed, I think maybe Rather Lie. They wanted me to post, they sent me something and it was like the back of the crowd where like 0 people or no people are, or they were by the door where people are walking out and they were like, look, Cardi's playing on stage and people are walking out. Put that out, probably about like 15 grand. I said, bro, Cardi's my friend. I'm not posting that. And I told Cardi this too. Cardi knows this. I told Cardi, I said, Cardi, they wanted me to post this. Also, I like to see where this is coming from. That means there's some other entity that got so much money, not only to promote their own, they got money to try to make someone else who they might be competing with not look good. Cardi's not a media guy like that, but I talked to enough people. I figured out kind of where it was. People do hate campaigns. I got offered one on A$AP Rocky, and I told them no to. No more. I'm trying to do an interview with him. What do I look like? Just putting a hate piece. Well, it's kind of factual. It's about his numbers. No, I'm not doing that. But yeah, these.
Even J. Cole's manager, Ibrahim Hamad, came out saying something similar. He basically said, during this album run, I was told straight up that people were cutting checks to fuel hate campaigns and push negative narratives about Cole in the project. And I actually watched certain pages try to manufacture bad conversation out of thin air, because that's just how some folks move. Now, maybe I'm tripping you guys, but once you publicly admit that some artists have to pay you to spin narratives and you pick and choose based on who you rock with, that's a credibility hit. It makes it way harder for people to ride with you when you suddenly turn your sights on somebody like Jay-Z. Because now the audience is side-eyeing everything, wondering which takes are organic and which ones come with an invoice attached. And that's exactly why you can understand why Joe Budden and Charlamagne the God aren't sprinting to lead some anti-Jay-Z parade. Joe Budden even addressed the noise recently on his new show, JBP Rewind. He flat out said, "Man, miss me with that. Until y'all bring something real on Jay-Z, actual proof, I'm not hopping on no bandwagon." Here's exactly what Joe had to say.
We scared of Roc Nation. Like we get our talking points every day from Roc Nation.
I feel like I told somebody recently, if you want to get Jay-Z and y'all got him, I'm down. But you have to have him. Like that's a big fish. It can't be, oh, that's his son. I don't care about that. It can't be, oh, the psychic said in 2036 you're going down. Joe talk. No. You asking me to fuck with really powerful people that I know watch and listen to every word I say. And if not every word, certainly when their name come up. So when you have these people, I'm down.
That's how I feel. Super Bowl shit, I was on his ass. He did some other shit with the school, was on his ass. Got the call too. But I still ain't afraid to be on it. You know what I mean? But like you said, I'm not chasing. And I do that with anybody. You know, I give people the benefit of the doubt. Being up here has taught me that too. You know what I mean? Because everybody has a different position. I'm like, you know, I gotta be a little more measured with some of this shit. Because we don't know what's true and what's not. And so much untrue shit comes out. And this platform is too big to jump out the window.
Now, even though Joe Budden and Charlamagne the God clearly have love and respect for Jay-Z, I honestly struggle to believe that if some undeniable, next-level wild evidence surfaced, they'd just sit there and protect him. Let's be real. If something concrete and crazy dropped, I don't see either of them staying quiet. What they seem to be rejecting isn't accountability, it's what feels like a straight-up witch hunt. So, I'm throwing it to y'all. Jump in the comments and tell me what you think about DJ Akademiks repeatedly pressing Charlamagne and Joe to denounce Jay-Z and confess some supposed bias. And while you're at it, how are you reading their responses? Calculated, loyal, or just cautious? Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.